Welcome to your free English lesson online. I'm your teacher, Chris, and time today for some vocabulary. We will be talking about phrasal verbs to use on the job. Phrasal verbs are when a preposition is added to a verb. The preposition changes the meaning of the verb. Phrasal verbs are very common in everyday English conversations. Knowing phrasal verbs and using them is important. You will understand native speakers better and also sound more natural. Our first phrasal verb for work is deal with. Let's say the computer network at your office stopped working. Somebody needs to fix it. You step in and you say, "I'll deal with it." Deal with means to solve a problem or take action to meet a goal. When you say you'll deal with the network problem, it means you're going to fix it. Let's look at some other examples. This man has a flat tire, so we could say his tire is flat and he is dealing with changing the tire. Or this man missed his plane. Now he is dealing with finding a new flight to Rome. Here's another example. They're out of wood for the houses. Now the builder must deal with finding more. Notice that in each example, people had to deal with or solve a particular problem. Deal with is also a way to talk about tasks you do at your job. For example, we could say, Marta's job deals with training new employees. Or Pierre deals with checking guests into the hotel. Or even a teacher's job deals with helping students learn. Our second phrasal verb for work is take over. Let's look at this example. Paula is leaving the company. Who will do her job? We could say Janet is going to take over Paula's responsibilities. Take over means for one person to do something instead of someone else. You can use this when someone leaves a job. You can also use take over when someone goes home for the day. For example, Kim is a cashier at a restaurant. It's time for her to go home. We can say, when Kim goes home, Paul will take over her cash register. The number 3 phrasal verb for work is fill in. Maria has an important job and many responsibilities. She is going on vacation for a week of snowboarding. We can say Peter will fill in for Maria while she is on vacation. Fill in means to do a job or hold a position for a short time. This is different than take over. Take over is permanent. Fill in is temporary. You can fill in for someone when they are on vacation. You can also fill in for someone if they take a break. And in the picture, we see a polite request for someone to fill in. The man says, "Can you fill in while I go on break, please?" The fourth phrasal verb for work is look into. Let's say the boss asks, "Our department is losing money. Why?" Marco says, "I'll look into it." Look into means to investigate, to learn more about. By looking into the problem, Paul will search for the cause of the problem. Here are some other situations in which you can use look into. People look into the best technology to use. For example, we are looking into the best travel apps for our vacation. People also look into university programs to find the best one for them. We could say, they visited the university to look into the business program. Our fifth phrasal verb for work is look for. Here is Mai. She is in the library. We could say Mai is looking for a book at the library. Look for means to search for something. One way to use look for is to talk about the fact that people look for things they lost. For example, I looked for my keys for an hour, then I saw I'd left them in the door. People also look for jobs. For example, we could say, Paula is in a job interview. She is looking for a job. Businesses also look for workers. For example, the coffee shop owners are looking for a new server. Also, we do internet searches to look for information online. An example would be Pat often looks for recipes online. The number 6 phrasal verb for work is look up to. Let's say that Erica is Andrea's supervisor. Erica knows a lot and teaches Andrea about their business. Andrea has great respect for Erica. We could say that Andrea looks up to Erica. To look up to means to have a lot of respect for someone. Children often look up to their parents. Many students look up to their teachers. A lot of people look up to athletes. Tell me, who do you look up to? Our 7th phrasal verb for work is look through. Here is an example. Marguerite wanted to find a poem, but she couldn't remember the title or who wrote it. We could say that she looked through all these books to find the poem she wanted. Look through means to look at many things to find the one you want. Here are some other examples. Pam looked through a lot of coats to find one that she liked, meaning she searched through many coats to find the right one for her. Or imagine that you want to go on vacation but aren't sure where, and you want to get a good deal. You could say, I looked through a lot of vacation deals before I finally chose one, meaning you looked through a lot of travel websites and vacation packages to find the right one. Phrasal verb number 8 for work is catch on. Let's use this example. Meg is trying to explain something to her team at work. It's complicated. At first, they don't understand. So Meg explains it in a different way. Finally, the team understands. We would say the team finally caught on to Meg's idea. Catch on means to understand something. You can use this for school subjects. For example, it took me a long time to catch on in math class. This means it took me a long time to understand. You can use it with languages. Because I knew Spanish, I quickly caught on speaking Italian, meaning I learned to speak Italian quickly. It can also be used for skills you need to learn at work. For example, after a few tries, the mechanic caught on, meaning that after the mechanic tried doing something 3 or 4 times, they understood what they needed to do. Catch on can also be a trait. For example, if this woman learns things quickly, we say she catches on fast. The 9th phrasal verb for work is get ahead. This is Carla. Carla has been working at the company for 10 years. She works hard and takes university classes at night to get a degree. After graduating, she is promoted to assistant manager. We would say hard work and a university degree helped Carla get ahead in the company. Get ahead means to move up in position, improve your career. Sometimes you get advice on how to get ahead. For example, Kathy's boss told her that to get ahead, she needed to learn more lab skills, meaning that in order to get promoted, she needed to increase her skills. Other times, getting ahead is a goal. For example, she hoped that if she worked hard and turned in excellent work, she could get ahead. Our last phrasal verb for work is hold up. Let's say that a new building is being built, but lately rain has caused delays in the project. We would say the weather is holding up the project. Hold up means to cause delay. For example, if a factory doesn't have enough supplies, it could hold up production, meaning they can't make any more products. Or if a company doesn't have enough workers, that could hold up progress on a project. That is the 10 phrasal verbs to use on the job. Click the link in the description for a free PDF. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you.